Alright guys, we're back here again at our Whirlpool dryer. Today we got a special one. Everybody that comes in with their dryer belt broken on these machines, they'll buy one, they get home, oh, the dryer belt's too long, it won't fit on there. There's a certain way that dryer belt has got to be threaded through the pulley and onto the motor for it to fit right. So I have a lot of questions about that, so I'm just going to make a video here to show how to put the belt on and replace that. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to take the lint filter out. We're going to take these two Phillips screws out the top. Okay, now we're going to pop the top off. Lay that back. We got to disconnect the door switch. Like that. And then we have two 5/16 screws here we have to take out to hold the door. And you want to make sure to hold the door while you take these out because it will fall off in the floor. Alright, we're going to pull this forward real carefully. Now to take the door on off, you're going to need to kind of lift up on one side at a time. So like that. Like that. You can set the door, the whole front to the side. Alright, now I'm going to come down to the floor where I can get you a better view of what's going on underneath. Okay, now we're underneath, and what people normally find when they open these up is they'll find the pulley just kind of laying down in the bottom, and they really don't know or are worried at this point about where it came from. They'll take the belt off, it'll be in broken half, and they'll take it off and they'll bring it into my shop and ask for a replacement, and I'll give them a replacement. They'll get home. Now what you got to do is with this pulley in the bottom, you'll see the motor pulley here. So I can get a little bit of light for you. Alright, the motor pulley here, that's what the belt loops around, but before you do that, you have to thread this belt through the underside of this thing, and this is the part that goes around that motor pulley. So it'll be like that. This will be on the motor, and this end will be on the tub. Wraps all the way around the tub. So I'm gonna pan out a little bit, and I'll give you one more look at that. See, that loop will go around that motor pulley just like that. We're gonna set everything up inside, but this pulley, where it goes is in these little slots underneath here. I'll tell you what, give me just a second, I'll give you a better view of that. Okay, now we can see it. So that's the motor pulley. And this guy, like I said, is going to be usually laying down in the bottom. So you'll pick that up, and it sits in those slots just like that. Got the little tab on the end, goes underneath, and then up. And once you put that belt around it, the tension will hold that in place. So I'm going to show you again with the belt. It'll go through the bottom. Let me set the camera down. Go through the bottom like that. You slip that in, and then this loop goes right around. And what's over to the side, this is the part that wraps around the tub over here. Okay? So now we're going to put the drum back in and get the belt wrapped back around, and continue on. If you do have to take the tub out, or the drum, sorry, if you do have to take the drum out, just make sure there's little rollers in the back. See them? Little rollers up there, one down at the bottom. Just make sure when you put the tub on that you get the felt. See, the felt can sometimes do this. It's supposed to be, you know, almost where you can't see it all the way around. So just make sure that when you do that, you kind of work that out and get it back seated right. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. So that's what it should look like. It should be, you know, even all the way around, nothing hanging out. Okay, now we're going to put the belt back on. You got to wrap the whole thing around the tub. Okay, you're going to take this belt and you're going to wrap the whole thing around the tub first. Like that. And then we'll go back underneath. Okay, now we're gonna grab that pulley, stick in that slot, grab the belt, and like I said, you're gonna loop through the bottom, and you're gonna have to pull it kind of tight to loop it around the motor, like that. Okay? Now we're back up here at our wide view. We're going to just reassemble the front and put everything back together. Okay, when this is going on, you'll notice at the bottom of this door will be little holes, little rectangular holes. Those holes have got to slip down into those clips on the front. And you probably need to do it just one at a time. At the same time, you're going to have to pick up on this tub to get it seated on the front. So I usually stick the front in first, stick the top in first. You come down, pick up on the one side and get it in the clip. Then I move to the other side, pick it up, let it slide down into the clip. Okay? Stick your door switch back together. Going to put in those 5/16 screws that hold the front together. Okay. When you get to this point, it's probably a good idea to give the tub a couple turns before you get everything back together, just to make sure that belt is on there like it's supposed to be. You'll want to go counterclockwise. Just do it real slow. Make sure everything gets seated back together like it's supposed to. You can kind of see the print on the dryer where the belt has been running up to this point. So just kind of try to get that back in line. Everything should be good to go. Okay? We're going to fold the top back down, snap the clips back in, and put our 2 screws back underneath our lint filter. Slide our filter back in. And that's how you change the belt. Thanks everybody for watching.